Yeah, rolling up and hit this magic. Yeah, growing up and hit this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.
I'm not really gonna call this an episode, kinda though, because this is my NFL predictions. I gotta just write them down real quick. Here. So we got a lot to do. I'll talk around my New York Mets first, obviously, and then I'm gonna get into my NFL predictions. Not very good. I can say it now. Not good at all. I mean, this is just pathetic how they're playing right now. And it's not fun. It's definitely not fun to watch if you're a Met fan. I mean, it just like how are they this? Are they in a 7-game losing streak like this? It's just pathetic. I think pathetic, and they have no like energy in the dugout. It's just dead. It's just dead. So I'm just gonna write the divisions real quick, and then I'll talk. I'll make this a little louder. Like there's good. Wait, hold on. Is this good? It's pretty good. So what else in sports? Oh, the preseason started the other day. Very looking forward to it. Happy to see football's back at least. But Giants and Jets both look fine. I mean, Jackson Dart looks amazing, as always. Just a kid from Ole Miss. Hope I go there. So, do I start it now? Really? Would I wait? I'm gonna wait a second just to get into more. I'm just getting notifications right now. There's another one. And I'll be giving you guys my MVP awards, all that stuff. I mean, a lot of people are looking forward to this for a long time, probably, or just want to see how bad my predictions are. I want to get this so I can make my. I'm not gonna do like the entire like schedule. I did do that, but like it took me an hour to do, like to predict all the scores and stuff like that. It was a nightmare. It was fun though. I mean, it wasted my time and got me to do something. I can tell you one thing: the AFC South is gonna be terrible this year. Titans. I was like last minute. Oh shoot! I forgot to write this down. I'll just do it real quick. So I'm hoping. I think I'm gonna release this probably early, probably like 10ish in the morning. So go watch it, guys. If you guys are here watching it, thank you. Thank you very much for watching this. I should talk into the mic more. Justin Fields looked good the other day. Obviously, he only played like 2 drives. The Jets' offense looks a lot better with him. I feel like. I'll tell you one thing: there could be a little bit of surprisers out there. I think. I wrote all the AFC. Now let's go to the NFC. I mean, it gets boring when you do this a lot. I've done this for 3 years now. I'll go back a little bit. I had the Bengals win the Super Bowl last year. I had the Giants coming in second in the NFC East 2 years ago and having Darren Waller having over 1,000 yards. Pretty bad. Commanders, Cowboys. Fuck them. Sorry for cursing, but I just hate the Cowboys a lot. I have to write this so fast. I should have wrote this a little bit earlier. Okay. Wrote all of them down. Now I just got to write the records in my playoff prediction. Just takes a lot of time to write all this down. It took me a while to do this. I'm going to change the Bengals record a teeny bit. They play week 1. They play the Browns. I should put 11-6. Doesn't matter really. I mean, there's some teams that I really am fine with putting the records, but there's some teams I'm not at all. I have to say the AFC West could be really good next year, I think. It could be good, I think. It's got some talent in it, though. I mean, there's only one really bad team, I think, in it. I think that's the Raiders. I hate to say it. I can tell you, there's not going to be like a team that's going to be like insanely good next year. Okay, I kind of hate wearing these like that. Go back to this. Neck feels smoother now. Thank you guys all for watching this. Obviously, I know it's been kind of boring so far. You guys can skip along as I'm just writing these down. I should have wrote them down earlier. Stupid me. And I forgot to put the seating. Great. And I forgot a division. Great. I'm just writing. I just don't want to use my phone because I have to put this on like social media and shit. Good. There's gonna be a team that I think that's gonna be surprising to all you people out there. I got them all, I think. Yeah, I did. Oh, wait, more. And yeah. Just gotta put the records in for this division, and then we're good to go. I'll go along with my predictions on the awards. I'll say that for the end, really. If you guys want to skip to that, but I don't think anybody really wants to. Oh, now I'm gonna switch the records around here. Okay, let's go. I'm just gonna check something out real quick. Okay. Let's go. All right, here are my NFL predictions. This could be out on Tuesday. So, starting off with the AFC East, my last place team will be the Miami Dolphins finishing 7-10. Miami Dolphins will finish 7-10. Yes, you heard me. Listen, I'll give my explanation. I think Tua's going to get hurt again this year. I obviously can't predict. I know people are going to be like, you can't predict injuries. The guy's been hurt almost every single season with a concussion. He needs to freaking retire if he gets one more. And I just don't see what they really did. Obviously, they got Mika Fitzpatrick, who I think's been down recently. He's not been as productive. And I think getting rid of an aging Jalen Ramsey and a guy named Jonnu Smith, who just broke out at the tight end position, and now you got an aging Darren Waller. No, this team's going 7-10, I think. The team that I also have going 7-10 is the New York Jets. And you probably saw that in my prediction video, guys. I do not see the New York Jets winning more, making the playoffs, or even getting above 500 again. Make it 15 straight years, man. It's been tough. Now, this is a team that I know a lot of people are like, oh, wait, this is actually going to be good. The team that I have as my 7th seed is the New England Patriots, ladies and gentlemen, with a 9-8 record. I mean, I think Drake May, this team, what they did in the offseason was great. I think this team was just did what they needed to do, and they are ready to go. Also, back on the New York Jets, Justin Fields will have a good year. That's about it, really. They're going to be the exact same. And then my number 1 seed, no doubt, the Buffalo Bills. Yep. They all finished 14-3. Was that even a joke, really? And now let's go into the AFC North. I mean, should I talk about the Bills? I do. I have the Bills as the 1 seed, really. I don't see them finishing anywhere below 11-6 at most. That team is going to be nasty next year. I think that's going to be the best team in the NFL, and I think they'll have a definitely chance at winning a Super Bowl. That's my AFC predicts, boys. 1 division down. I should get the fan up here. Give me a second, boys. That felt nice, pretty on. Sorry about that. I just put on a sign. I know you guys can't really see it, though. It's like a let's go sign. It's kind of cool. Okay, the fan's kind of gay. Sorry about that. So let's go right back into my NFL predictions. I think this team is just in a spot where, like, what are they even doing at this point? It's the Cleveland Browns. They're going to finish 3-14. Like, this team, I don't even know what they're doing at quarterback right now. Obviously, they Joe Flacco. If an age, no, I should say like a 40-year-old like Joe Flacco who should be in a retirement home. Kenny Pickett. I mean, I love Kenny Pickett. I always was a fan of him. I wish the Steelers kept him. And then Kenny Pickett, Shedeur Sanders, Dylan Gabriel. I mean, those 2 guys are really good in college, but, like, I don't even know what this quarterback room is built with. Like, they could be so good if they got the quarterback problem right, which they haven't been able to do. And it's been a problem in Cleveland for years. They haven't won their division since 1989. I was like 21 years from being born. That's just terrible. 21 years plus. That's 37 years without a Super Bowl, without a division title. That's just terrible. And this team could be good if they just got the pieces right. And the defense, I love the defense too. They just are all over the place. Did we really expect this team? The Pittsburgh Steelers are going to go 9-8. I don't have them making the playoffs this year. I don't think they're going to make it. Patriots will. I hope they do. I don't want to see Steelers be a first round exit all the time. But the Steelers are definitely going to be that. 9-8, just barely above 500. Same as usual for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then now this division, I have to say, is really freaking good. These two teams, I think, are going to be facing off in the playoffs, actually. The Bengals will be the 6th seed, and the Ravens will be the 3 seed. Ravens are going to finish 12-5, and the Bengals will finish 11-6. Now, both teams, obviously, the Bengals get that defense right. I think they could be a very scary football team. But on that, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, they got the offense is perfect, man. I'm just going to write something down real quick. That offense is perfect, man. And they can't their defense has just got to step up with them, in my opinion. And it's just a problem for them. It is. Their offense is not. Their offense is great. I just have to say their defense is just terrible. That's all I have to really say about that. And they got to, it. I don't know what to say about that. Their defense just needs to get held and not let up 50 points a game. That's all I have to say about that. And I think they have a good coach on offense, but a terrible one on defense with Zach Taylor. They got to figure it out, man. Okay, this division, I have to say, terrible. Terrible division. This team, I have tied with the worst record in the NFL next year, the Tennessee Titans. I don't think they're going to, Cam Ward's not going to make a step, really. Team's going to get, their defense just doesn't look, their position is terrible. I can't name one edge rusher that they have that's decent. Or on defense at all. I can name a couple. Ladarius Sneed and Jeffrey Simmons, besides those guys. And Chua, the other corner. Those are the only guys they have. And everybody else on the defense, they didn't do much on defense, I think. And that's their problem. And I think that their defense is going to let up 50 points per game. Their offense will be better, but their defense is just going to be worse, I think. Their cornerback room, I have to say, is really good. But I just think their edge or up front is just terrible, in my opinion. The team I have right above them, I also have another terrible team. The Indianapolis Colts are going to finish 4-13. They're going to be one of the worst teams. Their offense is going to be terrible next year. Whoever they start it's just not going to work out. Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones, whoever they start, it's just going to be terrible, if you ask me. Terrible. Their defense, I have to say, it's got some bright spots. Their secondary is good. Their offensive line is terrible, I think, in Indianapolis. It's just not good. It's not. I just think that they need to really focus on I think they need to focus on their offense. I think one of the best. I think Jonathan Taylor is one of the best running backs in the league. Speaking of that, I think Jonathan Taylor is going to win Offensive Player of the Year this year. I think I'm going to cross out the name I just wrote. I'm just thinking that. I think Jonathan Taylor is going to win. He will, after the last couple of games of the season, he didn't get under 140 yards rushing. The guy's a freaking beast. He can run up the gap. The offensive line just got to stay put. But they're not great, the offensive line, obviously, and they need upgrades. Jonathan Taylor is one of the best running backs in the NFL. Let's all face it. Dude's a dog. Dude's a dog, and that's why he's going to be my offensive player of the year. Sure, I think he breaks out probably close to what Barkley had last year, but doesn't help the team win at all. Hate to say it. And I think that's probably it about the Indianapolis Colts. I have nothing else to say. Daniel Jones looked, I don't know, when that Anthony Richardson got hurt again in the preseason. Another great injury. Great news to hear if you're Indianapolis. Jacksonville. All right. Well, I say Jacksonville. Jacksonville's going to finish second in the division. 7-10. Their schedule, people haven't really talked about this. Jacksonville's schedule for the first 5 games of the year are all losable games. And I don't think they're going to win one of them. I think this team's going to start 0-5 and then figure it out midway through the year, go on like a hot streak, and then obviously finish 7-10. That's what I had on my prediction maker thing. Their schedule is really hard. Hard as hell. Wish I could pull it up right now, but I can't really do it. But obviously, I love Travis Hunter. He's going to be a beast. It's going to be very tough for him playing both sides of the ball. I'm trying to avoid him in fantasy, really, to be honest with you. That guy's a dog. Nothing really else. I like Liam Cohen as a coach. He's good. Solid guy. But I don't know what Jacksonville is going to really be able to do in their first year, really, and moving forward. But definitely improvement from last year. And my... Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I hope that didn't go through. Did I go through? I don't know. But my no doubter AFC South winner is the Houston Texans with the 4 seed. But this team's going to take a step back. Houston Texans are going to take a step back this year, I think. I think they've been just taking it. They shot up the gun in the first year. Got a little bit of a leap, and now they're just going to collapse a little bit like that. In my opinion, that team, I feel like, is good. Their defense is really good. But I don't know if they lost. Their offensive line looks terrible now with losing Tunsil. But I don't know what they're doing. Their offensive line looks awful without Tunsil and those guys. And now they lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson for the year, which is a terrible sign. But I do like Houston still win the division, but they're not going to go very far in the playoffs, I think. And for my final AFC division, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be very surprising. Very. Finishing last, the AFC is the Las Vegas Raiders with a 6-11 record. I mean, besides Geno Smith, Genti, I guess, if you really... I mean, we can't really talk about Genti that much. Max Crosby, I guess Jacoby Myers is not that good, though. What does this team have? I don't know what this team really does have. They don't have... Obviously, they just cut Christian Wilkins for kissing another teammate. Doing something stupid. Makes no sense at all. That guy into a 4-year, $111 $10 million contract. That looks like a terrible contract now if it doesn't work out. But that is just not working out in Las Vegas right now. Their wide receiver, listen, they got some studs in the draft, but I don't see this Raiders team making a step forward really at all. They're going to win 2 more games than they did last year, but nothing else big, really. So the Las Vegas Raiders finished last in the AFC West. I didn't think that was a no-brainer to anybody out there. And I think my offensive player, rookie of the year, Yasin Genti. I'll tell you that, guys, that now. I think you guys know who defensive rookie of the year is going to be. Just writing it down, sorry. Coach of the year. Okay. Now, I hate to say this team's going to just miss it, but the LA Chargers are going to miss the playoffs this year, barely, with a 9-8 record. I think the last. Listen, when they play the Broncos, that's going to be that's going to be like the Sunday night game that decides everything. Chargers are going to try to make the playoffs. I'm not going to spoil what the Broncos are going to try to do. They're probably, I'll say it after. They're going to go for the division. And I think Chargers are going to lose this game and finish 9-8 and just miss out on the playoffs. And now, listen, I love the Chargers team. I just think it's going to be very tough. I think the Denver Broncos are going to win the division over the Kansas City Chiefs, in my opinion. I just think this Chiefs team, really, to be honest with you, it's not going to be great. It's going to take a step back, I feel like. Take the step back, and I feel like the Broncos are going to shy out of again and overpass them. And I think they get the division. Finishing the second seed is the Denver Broncos. Finishing with a 5 seed is the Kansas City Chiefs. I do like that Bo Nix breaking out this year. He's not going to win the MVP, but he's definitely going to be up there with Joe Burrow and all of them. I think the Broncos are going to finish with the 2 seed and win the division this year, personally. And here is my final AFC seeding. The number 1 seed will be the Buffalo Bills, I think. The number 2 seed will be the Denver Broncos. Number 3 seed, what the hell was that? Number 3 seed will be the Baltimore Ravens. The number 4 seed, the last division winner, the worst record, it will be the Houston Texans. And then we go to our wild card teams. We got the Kansas City Chiefs with the 5th seed, the Cincinnati Bengals with the 6th seed, and the last seed will be the New England Patriots with a 9-8 record. That's my AFC predictions, guys, for the playoffs. Thank you. Okay. Now let's go to the NFC. We got a lot done so far. Now let's go to the NFC East. Let's start off. The New York Giants, a team that I think has one of the brightest futures in the NFL. They're going to finish 7-10 this year. I think they're going to shock a lot of people, personally. I think this New York Giants team could be built to win easily. Could they make the playoffs this year? No. This team is not a playoff team this year right now. They got a year or two to go before they can make it, or even a year probably if they're scheduled. Their schedule is just impossible, man. It's just impossible to win in. It really is, in my opinion. It really is impossible to win in that division. I'm at those games, really. The Giants are going to get 7 wins out of this, and I think that's the best they can really do. Now, this is a lot of people are going to hate this. Dallas Cowboys will finish above 500 again. 9-8, barely. Missed the playoffs. They're a team that can be very good on offense, but they just have a terrible owner. I think Jerry Jones. I think he's just... Listen, he's done a lot for this championship, but I think he's starting to a point where I don't think he even knows who he is anymore. But I do like CeeDee Lamb having a great year this year. I do like Dak Prescott. I like all those guys. Micah Parsons, if he stays on the team, he gets paid. But that's really about it for the Dallas Cowboys. I think this team will be the same and miss the playoffs as usual. Now, with the 5 seed will be the Washington Commanders, I believe. The Commanders, this is a Commanders team that will be explosive again this year. I think they take a little bit of a step back a little bit. They do find a way to make the playoffs still as the 5 seed. A team that was very good last year surprised me the fuck out of me. But this team, the Washington Commanders, that's the only time I'm going to curse. Sorry. But this Washington team is built to win with Jane Daniels, and I think he's their future. Hope he's not an RG3 again. But this Washington team is built to And my no-brainer, guys, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win the NFC East as a 3 seed with 11-6 record. Personally, they get the 3 seed. The Commanders get the 5 seed, and that's the NFC East. Really, about it. Now let's go to the NFC North. The Minnesota Vikings are going to take a massive step back. I think they're going to take one of the worst step backs they can possibly think of. They're going to finish 6-11. 6-11. Not 6-7. Don't worry about that. But the Vikings are going to finish 6-11. Take that step back. JJ McCarthy will be great. I just think still more time to prove though out of him. I think the Vikings take 1 year off, but they're in a good spot though. They're in a lot of close games. I think the Vikings will be in, but it's going to be tough with JJ McCarthy in his first year. The Chicago Bears, I have to put the team at 3. I think I have to put the team at the 3. I'm the third in the division. This team, man, I had them winning a lot of games last year. I had them going 11-6. I'm telling you guys the truth. The Bears are overhyping people. The Bears are just the Bears. Last year, they overhyped me so much with Caleb Williams. I took them to finish second in the division and get the 5 seed with 11-6 record. Now, with the Chicago Bears, I really don't want to do this, but I have to. Listen, if the Bears don't make the playoffs, I think, if they make the playoffs, I will retry the wing challenge again, but I'll make them spicier. I'll do that. But I do not see the Chicago Bears team even sniffing the playoffs this year. I think I can't bet against them. I can't. It's just, I can't bet against this Chicago Bears team. I really can't. It just hurts me to say this, but this is the truth. The Chicago Bears are going to finish 8-9 and miss the playoffs. I love Caleb Williams and all that with DJ Moore, but this team is not going to do that much anything in the regular season. They're gonna be in games. I'm telling you, they're gonna be in games. Definitely be in games, but I don't see this team. I don't want to do this. Really, I don't want to put this team in the playoffs. They are gonna knock the crap out of me. That's the problem. So that's why I am taking Chicago Bears to miss the playoffs. And I'm going to also take the Green Bay Packers, if you're wondering, to miss the playoffs as well with a 9-8 record, though. That's a winning record. I really don't want the Packers to make the playoffs. I don't mind them, but I want to see a little bit of new teams in it. And I do not see this team not really making the playoffs, really. I do like their team overall. The roster's good. But the wide receiver position. Oh, wow, the air conditioning finally works in this freaking place. Yeah, that's about it. I got to really say about the Packers. But 9-8, same record as last year, but just missing the playoffs. And my 2 seed in the NFC, I had the Detroit Lions finishing 12-5 this year. But a little worse than last year. They lost a lot of their coaching with Ben Johnson, Aaron Glenn, all their guys. They got a new staff. But I think with Dan Campbell, man, he could figure it out perfectly, and he's one of the best coaches. All right. I think that's about it for the NFC North. Really, I got everything down. That's still a really good division. I just think it's going to be tough for them to win a couple of games. NFC West. I'm taking the C. This was a very tough division to do. Sam Darnold's going to take a step back with Seattle, I think. I think that Seattle team is just going to take the step back with Sam Darnold. It's not Geno Smith. It's not. I just think Sam Darnold's not going to be the same from last year. Listen, he was all great last year. He could have been an MVP guy. But I I don't see him making that change from Minnesota to Seattle. So I'm going to take the Seattle Seahawks to finish last in that division, but they are going to have a positive, good record for last place. 7-10, I would say, for Seattle. That's pretty good for last place, if you're asking me. But I don't see Sam Darnold putting the Seattle team anywhere. The next team, I have Arizona finishing 8-9. I don't really know about this team if they're going to be really that good. I don't know. When is Kyler Murray going to break out? When is this team going to explode? Tell me when can this Arizona Cardinals team and when will they break out? I love Marvin Harris this year. I love him picking him in fantasy. I think he's going to be a great weapon. But this team overall, it's not going to be. They got Trent McBride. I think they're just they got upgrades on defense. I should say, got that Will Johnson in the secondary. I like him a lot. This team needs more on defense. And this team in the NFC North, I'm gonna say my NFC Northwest division winner right now, I think will be the Los Angeles Rams, getting the 4 seed. The 49ers are going to finish also 10-7, as well as the Rams. I didn't say that just now. They're going to finish the 7 seed, though. I think the Rams will win that division. And I will do the punishment. If the Rams do not win the division, I will do the Milk Mile. Yes, I'll do the Milk Mile. If the Rams don't win the division, I'll do the Milk Mile. Sure. But they are definitely winning the division. I think that with Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford, all those guys, and listen, you got to downgrade from Cooper Kupp, losing him, but they also got one of the best wide receivers, Devontae Adams. This team is in a perfect spot, I think. And I don't see this team finishing in second place at all with one of the best coaches in the NFL. Give me the Rams to win the NFC West. I do like the 49ers roster, though. I do think Brock Purdy is going to be a great quarterback, but I do see the Rams finishing above them, though. And for my final division, the NFC South, I have the New Orleans Saints having the worst record in the NFL. Tied with it, I should say. 2-15. Not very good at all. Not good. Not good at all. Saints will finish dead last in the NFC South with a 2-15 record. I don't even know who their quarterback is. Spencer Rattler. I don't know. Not going to be good. I think the Saints will get the first overall pick, though, and get their quarterback in the future. The Falcons are just going to be 9-8. I wish I could put this team in the playoffs. This division is actually sneaky good, I think. Sneaky good. I wish I could put the Falcons in the playoffs, but I can't. Michael Penix and stuff like that. I think they should run with Kirk Cousins again personally, but Michael Penix is the guy now. All right. The most surprising NFL team this year, I said it earlier in an episode, I gave a teaser out, will be the Carolina Panthers. Carolina Panthers are going to get the 6th seed and finish 10-7. 10-7. Bryce Young will definitely have a better year this year. And he's got a great weapon in Victoria McMilton. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know, some Hawaiian guy probably. And then you got Jalen Colgard. You got Adam Thielen, who's a great wide receiver too. This team looks underrated, I think. And their defense, they fixed that. I think they got the edge rusher position fixed. I think. What else did they do? They got 2 edge rushers in the draft. I don't know on the top of my head, but they got to pair with Derek Brown, I think. Defensive line looks a lot better, I have to say, though, if you're the Carolina Panthers. This is going to surprise a lot of people. My number 1 seed in the NFC. Wait, I should say it again. This is going to surprise a lot of people. I think the number 1 seed in the NFC this year is going to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Finishing with a 12-5 record. I think Baker Mayfield explodes this year. Explodes. Not going to win an MVP, but explodes. The team is very capable of doing that. And I think Todd Bowles really becomes a good coach in the NFL. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to finish with the number 1 seed in the NFC and have the first round bye. I think this team really, their secondary looks great on defense. Their defense looks great. I think they got one of the best defensive guys in Villa, D tackle. But I really do like this Tampa Bay team going forward. I really do. And I really do like them in the number 1 seed. Okay. That's my NFL predictions. Now for my Super Bowl match. Coming out of the AFC will be the Buffalo Bills with the number 1 seed. I think the Buffalo Bills take down the Chiefs' kingdom in that AFC divisional round, and they do advance to the Super Bowl where they'll be waiting to compete in the NFC. Now, I don't think there's going to be another team. The Eagles are not going back there. I think the Detroit Lions are going to their first ever Super Bowl in their franchise. I think Jared Goff, Dan Campbell, that squad, their running backs duo is sick. But I do like the Detroit Lions going to the Super Bowl. And now, all you guys are wondering, who's going to win it all? I think the Buffalo Bills and Josh Allen, Sean McDermott, who's the running back, James Cook, get it done. I think this Buffalo Bills team gets over the hump, wins their first ever Super Bowl in their franchise history, and they get it done. The Buffalo Bills are my 2025 Super Bowl champion. Now my MVP prediction from the Cincinnati Bengals. I had him for the last 3 years. Will be Joe Burrow. Burrow is finally going to win an MVP. He's one of the best completion percentages in the NFL. His QBR is one of the highest in the NFL. And he's got one of the best weapons, I think, in Jamar Chase. I think there is no way that Joe Burrow doesn't win the MVP. And now I'm going to put a bet on it. I'm going to put a bet on him. If Joe Burrow does not win an MVP, I will. What should I do? What should I do? You guys get to comment down on this video whatever outfit I have to wear the next episode when we find out who the MVP is. Perfect. Sounds perfect. Whatever outfit you guys you have to comment it on this video. Whatever outfit, it could be the stupidest outfit I think I've ever seen. But if Joe Burrow doesn't win the MVP, I'll look at the top comment on this video and see. I'll look on TikTok and Instagram, whichever one is decently normal, and have to dress up in that for an entire podcast. Now, my offensive player of the year, I think, is going to be Jonathan Taylor. I said it on the podcast earlier. I think he's going to have a fantastic year. He's one of the best offensive players, and I think he'll explode on offense as the halfback, obviously. So Jonathan Taylor is going to be my offensive player of the year. And for my defensive player of the year, I think it's going to be TJ Watt. He's going to go back-to-back. Did he win last year? I think he did. But definitely, I think a guy that's going to have one of the best years, defensive years again. He's still one of the best defenders in the NFL. And he's a first-ballot Hall of Famer. TJ Watt is going to win Defensive Player of the Year. Now my Offensive Rookie of the Year is going to be Ashton Genty. I think Ashton Genty is going to be that guy in the NFL and that running back the Raiders have been looking for the last 5 years now. Really, who's the guy that left, really? Ever since there was one running back the Raiders had that was decent. Oh, Josh Jacobs. Ever since Josh Jacobs left, they've been in a search for a running back. They had Zamir White starting. Yeah, they needed Ashton Genty, and it was the right decision. My Defensive Rookie of the Year from the New York Giants, number 51, Abdul Carter from Penn State. That guy is a stud, ladies and gentlemen. I think he has over 17.5 sacks in his first NFL season. And that guy was a perfect fit for that Giants edge rush. They're pairing up with Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence, Brian Burns. That team and that defensive line looks stacked. Stacked, if you're asking me. Now, my Coach of the Year. My Coach of the Year He's going to surprise a lot of people. I think it will be Todd Bowles of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that team that just got first place in the NFC. I think the Buccaneers, Todd Bowles will win Coach of the Year personally. He'll step it up a little bit on the play calling, and you'll figure it out. And that's why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will finish 12-5. And then my comeback player of the year, I think you guys probably all guessed it. Aiden Hutchinson will win it. The guy from the Detroit Lions. That guy gonna have the best comeback year from tearing almost his entire leg off. He's ready to go. I saw videos on him. The guy is ready to play football. Ready. I think that's about it. I think I covered everything on this podcast. I'm sweating up here. Jesus Christ, it's hot as hell up here. But thank you guys. Thank you. I mean, I've been waiting to do this episode for a while. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Domspod. I really have to say it. Thank you. Hope you guys enjoy this video and watch it. Thank you. I guess that's the outro. See you guys. Stay legendary.